Can the Supreme Court impose deadlines on the governors and the president? The answer matters because the current issue is before the Supreme Court and it will tilt the balance of power between India's institutions. The issue is now in the center of discussion because on April 8, 2025, in the state of Tamil Nadu versus Governor case, Supreme Court ruled that indefinite delay on bills is like a pocket veto. It imposed strict deadlines, 1 month for governors under Article 200 and 3 months for president under Article 201. Now, this unprecedented move has triggered a presidential reference. Under Article 143(1), where the president has asked the court if it can really prescribe such timelines, and if yes, to what extent and in what manner. The Constitution deliberately leaves these timelines open. In fact, Dr. Ambedkar replaced a proposed 6-week deadline with the phrase, as soon as possible. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta called this a conscious omission by the framers before the Supreme Court. He warned that one organ cannot assume powers which are not vested in it. He said if any organ arrogates the function of another, the result would be a constitutional disorder which is not envisaged by the framers originally. The irony is clear and needs to be highlighted. Not that there is any specific view to this, considering the issue is sub judice, but facts are important to be reflected. Fact 1. Courts themselves have rejected judge-made timelines before. In 2024, a constitution bench overturned Asian resurfacing precedent, a 2018 judgment which called for automatically vacating stay orders after 6 months. Supreme Court said it is not correct because it is judicial lawmaking, and under Article 142, it is not in line with what the Constitution dictated. Fact 2. Even today, broadly, judicial processes aren't bound by deadlines. If they are, implementation is abysmal. Of course, lack of numbers and resources we cannot discount here, but what are the solutions for that? Fact 3. The Supreme Court has over 87,000 pending cases. Judgments are often reserved for months, and reports suggest that it would take 466 years to clear all criminal cases at the current disposal rate. What to say about the other cases? Fact 4. Even when the Parliament sets strict limits, compliance always falters. The example, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Court, which mandates resolution in 330 days. But as of March 2025, nearly 2,000 insolvency cases are still pending before NCLT. The tribunal had 14,961 pending cases in total. So the average resolution is now about 843 days, far beyond the legal gap. So the bigger question is this: if Parliament's deadlines are often failing in practice and courts themselves are resisting timelines, should judiciary ideally be creating deadlines for the president and the governors? This presidential reference issue before the Supreme Court should be widely discussed on the basis of whether judicial overreach is redrawing the lines of separation of powers in India.